Peace, everybody. What's going on? I'm on my way to go vote right now. The importance of getting out and getting to the polls. This was lost on me growing up, where we grew up at. Study and research rewards us with many answers to many questions. And when I started to ask myself, why shouldn't I vote? I didn't have answers. I had excuses. I had a whole bunch of excuses. I was taught that politics meant, poly meant many, and that a tick was a bloodsucker. And so we shouldn't involve ourselves in politics. I was taught our votes didn't count. I was taught that our votes didn't matter. This is just not the case. Every vote counts. This is why we must participate in this democracy. They made us believe that our votes didn't count. And there was a reason for this. Because usually our votes would sway an election. Now I want you all to think about this. Let's just go back. I gave an example when I went live yesterday. I want you all to think about this. We're living in the 20s. And there's certain factions of government at the local level which is oppressing and suppressing us. And we're against this oppression and suppression naturally. But then there's a candidate that comes along and says, I'm going to help y'all because what they're doing to y'all is not right. I'm going to help y'all get out of this situation. Y'all just get to the polls and y'all vote for me. And just like now, just like we feel today, voter enthusiasm. And the enthusiasm amongst this block, this voting block in the 1920s. Any small town in America, let's just say. Doesn't even have to be a small town. It could be a major city. Back in them days, the population wasn't that great or that big. And the racists in the town, they started to gin up their base by saying, well, if the Negroes vote, such and such is going to get elected. And we can't have that because half the town is already going to vote for our candidate and half the town is already going to vote for the other guy. And if the Negroes vote, well, of course, the other guy is going to get elected. I mean, 1920s, y'all know what happened yet next. They went, pillaged, and destroyed, murdered, maimed people, hung our people, and used them as an example. They had placed signs up after lynching our people that said, this Negro voted. So for those of you that cannot understand that history, that try to play like you're super woke and you're not. That's why none of y'all don't want to have no real discussion or real debate about it. I've had several debates. Nobody want to come on live and debate the actual facts, the actual history, the actual statistics. People want to sit behind their comment sections and just comment all day and wait for people to click like and hit them with the fist pump. Yeah, that's right. But at the end of the day, y'all are the losers. And if everybody thought the way that you thought, then we would all just still be losing. They say, what has Obama done for our people? What have you done for yourself? What have you done for yourself? Because Trump got elected And he put all of the quote unquote white nationalists in positions of power. So you trying to tell me that we can't get elected and put all of the quote unquote black nationalists in a position of power? See, your mind doesn't think that way. You're conditioned to being weak. You're conditioned to be a mental slave. So you don't even see past, I'm not voting. It don't matter. Doesn't matter to me. My vote doesn't matter. You can't see past that. But the European on his land, he does. See, he knows that you're an equal citizen. He pretends, those racists, the bigots, they pretend that you're not, but they know that you are. And that's why in places like Nevada, Georgia, and other places, they're trying to suppress our vote. They're trying to purge the voter rolls. Why do that? If our votes were inconsequential, if they had no substance, if it didn't mean anything, why? Why go through such extreme measures to stop us from voting? Because they know why. Because our people tend to vote towards the liberal party. Some people try to say, oh, well, you know, the Republican Party was the party that our people belong to. Don't get it confused. There's a right wing and there's a left wing in this nation. And that right wing can at times be Republican, and that right wing can at times be Democrat, because that's the way that it was. The real way you recognize party is by fascism and liberalism. Liberalism says that everybody should live fair and equal. Fascism says that only a certain portion of the people should live fair and equal, and everybody else should be oppressed. That's the right wing. Do not get it confused. Many people fail to even want to hear the truth of what I'm saying here right now, but they know that it's true. And so they try to find every argument to remain in the weak and weakest positions in this society. Voiceless, powerless. The only voice they have is on social media, where their voices amount to nothing but a bunch of online chatter, boosted by the fact that maybe 50 people click like on it. And some people came on and said, I'm with you, brother, or I'm with you, sister. It doesn't mean anything. Get out there and vote. We're going to be starting up our political program. I'm going to be launching that with the podcast, Be the Power. Stay tuned. I'm pulling into my local polling place, going to vote like a happy citizen is supposed to do. And with that, I say peace.